Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Europa Universalis IV, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 223. We're currently at war, 3 times. First of all, we're at war with Crete in the Anatolian Succession War. I don't care about this one, it's taking care of itself. It's fine. We're at war with Modena, Gran, and Susa in the Esdagomite Succession War. We're trying to, beat that down. That's just down here. We've got complete control over that. It's absolutely fine. And then we're at war with the French reconquest of Warsaw, which is against Vastgotland, Brandenburg, and Jumpland. We're about to kick Brandenburg out of that, I feel. And we're actually even about to take the war goal, so happy days. And we're just chasing an army around up there. Siege of Piedmont is successful, good on us. You guys can fuck off, we'll take the leader away from you. And we're just sending our ships back around here to help these guys really take this place. We're going to want to go to war with, who's this? Ferrera at some point. Not only because some people are backing them, but because that'll give us a land bridge as long as we take on Verona as well. A land bridge down here. Siege of Plock. Excellent. I'm actually going to move those troops away now. Siege of Brandenburg. That sounds like a peace offer from Susa, so we'll deal with that in a moment. But where's Brandenburg? There it is. Yeah, you know what? These guys are actually supposed to head up here. There's our little battle. Of course, we've won that. Not a problem. Okay, so Susa will concede defeat. This is Susa over here. Will you now? What else could we get out of you? Get you to revoke a cause. Yeah, it's not too important. Be a vassal. I don't want you as a vassal. I think a concession of defeat is just fine because we'll get 10 prestige, they'll lose 10 prestige, everything else is fine. That's fine. So now we move these guys out after their little siege finishes. I'm gonna have to reorganize the army after this as well, which is a huge pain in the ass, but you know, whatever. How's the battle going, guys? Yep, we won and obliterated them. Now, who else are we at war with up here? Jumpland, right? Yeah. Well, we're at 100 prestige, so it's not terribly important for us to go and fuck around with them. So I'm going to ignore Jumpland and just besiege this place. It's fine. And we're already besieging one of their places anyway. Okay, so there are only 2 countries left in this little war down here in Italy. Gran itself and Modena. We can't separately peace out with Gran because it's a, lesser union partner with Modena. And Modena is only at 70%. We're going to take Oldenburg. That's obvious. Like that's happening. Could force them to release Parma. What else can we do? I'm not going to enforce the union with Gran. It's crazy. I don't want Modena as a vassal. I'll get them to annul their treaties. And that's it. Send the demand. We're done. Okay, like a phoenix, Parma, a Holy Roman Empire member state, has risen from the ashes. Good. For imperial authority. I have an idea. I have a terrible idea on how to farm imperial authority. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so that's all of the wars done down here. We've taken Odenburg. It's German already. Everything is good there. We are still taking, obviously, losses because of our prestige issue. We even construct a manufactory yet? No, we can't. Thank you. Can't construct anything because we don't have the technology for it. Right, so now we've just got the Northern War to deal with, and yeah, look, Crete, you're gone. Like, there's no way you're coming back from that. Where are our boats? You guys can come back to the Gulf. Because our next war is going to be against Ferrara. Or Verona. One of the two. Verona are allied with Pisa, Chiasan, and Spoleto. Ferrara, Brittany, Mallorca, and Mauritania. Ooh, that could be interesting. I mean, Mauritania is an issue. Majorca is like this place in here that I'm not going to care about. But if Brittany comes to war with them... I don't know. I honestly don't know. Tigris will join in on the war for some reason. What about this one? The Papal State will join in on that war. That's interesting. They must hate those guys. Oh well, Ferrara actually has a lot more than I thought. They must have land somewhere else. Because there's Ferrara and Romana there. Bourbon? Really? They own land up here? So they do! Wow, they own land all over the goddamn place. Unfortunately, that means we won't be able to take Ferrara itself. But what we can do is when we eventually go to war with Brittany, because they're allied with Flanders and Luxembourg. There's Flanders. The hell is Luxembourg? Should be in here somewhere, right? Ah, there it was. This green bit here. Interesting. Oh yeah, they hate us. They hate us so much. Good. Polotsk declared war on Tibetsk. Dioclea declared war on Rashka. Yeah, not stuff I'm terribly concerned about, to be honest. So our little idea for farming imperial authority will be the same as farming prestige. To farm prestige, we'll go to war with little countries and force them to concede defeat for 10 prestige each. To farm imperial authority, we'll attack places and make them release other member states of the HRE. Obviously, we can't really tell that. I mean, there are ways that we could tell if they would be able to release a member state of HRE. By, well, let's have a look at some place. For example, Västergotland. I know Västergotland can release somewhere. They can release Plock down there. And we can see that because Plock has core provinces, and you can see it's not a current nation because it's grayed out. So that's the kind of thing you're looking for. You're looking for grayed out areas on the core maps. This one has tons in Galich. Interesting. But if a nation already exists, you can't release the nation. Also, if it's like a one-state province, like this place is, I think, Viden. Yeah, Viden only has one place, so we can't tell them to release as another place. I think we could do it with Pex. Yeah, we could totally do it with Pex. And we probably will in a moment. Just because, you know, that did not have an appropriate supply limit for us. Also, these guys have too much cavalry. Those guys are fine for cavalry. I do dislike the whole you need to have X of Y. It's somewhat annoying to me. Battler. Potsdam is successfully besieged. Wonderful. Come on back. Are we still moving a guy around there? Yes, we are. Wonderful. What's this? It'll be a peace offer from Brandenburg. They want to cede Lübeck to us, pay us some money, and that'll be that. I don't want your money, so let's see what else we can get from you. Also, I don't particularly want Lübeck. No, I would like you to release Lübeck. And then... No, release Lübeck. I can't get them to do that and Altmark. And they won't actually release Lübeck at this stage. So we'll decline their offer. How are we actually going there? Get out. Yeah, so there's still some more progress to be made. Military access from Solano, sure, whatever. Okay, there's that army, and they're fine. Who's Pest allied with? Transylvania and Thames. There's Thames, there's Transylvania. I'm not worried in any way, shape or form about that. Okay, and okay. These guys up here are going to need these infantry to back them up. And then we should be good to move on them. I'm going to invest a little bit of money in that Cardinal. And keep the rest on hand. Crete has accepted peace with Wallachia. I didn't check out what the conditions were, but it looked like they just paid him some money. So that war is over, that's great. Can't enact reforms when we're at war, that's also fine. Troops in foreign territory. We are still losing manpower. We don't want to lose a lot of manpower because there are certain events which fire based on manpower. So we may hold off on war for a little bit after we take out Västergötland's little battle here. And Brandenburg, of course. On that note, these guys can actually move down. I'll let them keep on going with the siege and take these guys away because we're losing a lot of guys out of there. That's probably where most of our manpower is coming from, actually. Linz can support it. Yep, good. So that has taken the siege general away, which has influenced the siege tracker there, but that's fine. They're doing alright. Once you get a bit of a roll on in a siege, you tend to do well. I am fairly worried about this manpower actually. We're below 50%, which is an issue, I feel. So we'll probably spend a little bit of time after this war just, doing what we do. Which in this case, surprisingly, will not be going to war. Maybe. We'll see. If we can do a small war, and not really care too much about losses or anything like that, maybe we'll do that instead. Everything there is fine. Good. Zovia declared war on Galich. We've got a military access offer. Go for it. I'll give military access to everybody. I don't give a shit. Saxony declared war on somebody. Okay. An alliance offer from Patau. Now, I believe Patau is somebody who we already have royal marriage with. Yep. So we're going to accept that. That's fine. It doesn't improve, like, it doesn't give us more diplomatic relations or anything like that. The only issue there is that we can't lose the royal marriage now. I mean, we could, and then we just break the alliance, but yeah. I like to think that I'm a fairly trustworthy individual. Okay, we've got the Imperial Liberation Casus Belli against Alsace. What did you take? Did you take Lorraine or something? Yeah, all that is that a nation within the HRE has managed to take like another part of a nation within the HRE, and it's doubling up on the liberation stuff there for us for some reason. I don't mind. It's fine by me. Come on, just take Warsaw. Oh god, come on. If we could take Warsaw, I'm pretty sure we could end this war almost straight away. Because we are losing a fair amount of manpower here. None of these guys down here are taking. These guys are, but they'll be back home in a moment. Yeah, there are just some nasty little events tied into the game at particular points. Brandenburg's offering us a peace offer. We're declining that because it's not what we want. Let's see if they'll take what we want. Okay, release Lubeck. Nope, they're still 30 points shy. Once we take Lubeck itself, they will completely fold to that. I'm considering withdrawing my troops from the Scandinavian area. But on the other hand, you know, we do kind of have positive percentages in various places now. So I wouldn't mind just letting them win and then continuing from there. Okay, how are we all looking in terms of infantry to cavalry ratios? Everywhere's good. France, not France, the Third Army here is a little bit off, but I'm not terribly concerned about that. Actually, I think they may be off too much. So we'll see how these ones go up here and then move based on that later on. We can also always just get more guys. Military access from Saxony, sure, whatever, bro. Finally, we've taken Warsaw. And so I'm going to move that army down there. So that's immediately pumped us up to 54%. Can we peace out Jamplin? No, they won't wipe peace out. They think they're doing pretty well. We can't even concede defeat to them. Not that we would, because that kills us with prestige again. I don't care about Jamplin. Jamplin don't matter. Come on, take Wisner as well. Beautiful! Okay, so I'll send him down to Graz. That should help stop us taking casualties. Beautiful, and Wormland as well, that's wonderful. So I'm going to move those guys just down to Skane, because I'm still a little concerned that Jamplin may have an army. Yeah, they totally do, which could come at us. So I just want my guys nearby, just in case. But apart from that, I'm not terribly concerned there. So we only have these 4 sieges, I believe. No, there are 5 sieges. That one, this one up here. Well, that's part of a Jampland army, isn't it? I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to let these guys take their stuff. Enough Pope influence. Just going to hold on to that for the moment. After that one bit of expenditure. Alright, we took Lübeck. Wonderful. So now, we've got 100% against these guys. So we're going to force them to release Lübeck, which have these 2 provinces up there. And I don't think we're going to get them to do anything else. We could get them to annul their various alliances. We can get them to annul at least 2 alliances. So Västergötland and... God, I really don't know. Thuringia, why not? Send the demand. Sorted. So they've risen up. That's 8 imperial authority. Must have been because it was 2 provinces. So now we're up to 37% imperial authority. That's amazing. That's great. And now we're just waiting on... Well, let's see. What can we even get from these guys? We're going to make them release Plock and the Livonian Order, I think. Okay, so we're almost there. Almost. Plock's the big one because that'll drive their vassally thing down, I believe. We're only at 108% right now. Yeah. Okay, let me see. So currently we're at 108%. If we annex Warsaw, that goes down to 92. Huh. We could totally do this. It's going to be expensive, particularly in terms of aggressive expansion, but we can totally do this. So what we've done here, this is a little weird, but because of the type of war, because it's reconquest, we get less, like the cost for taking a place is less than the cost for annexing. So to get a vassal would be 108%. We've got a slight discount on taking these provinces. So if we take Warsaw, Wisner and say Plock, that reduces the cost of vassaling down far enough that we can actually pull it under 100. That's the piece offer that we will make, but we need to get a little bit more war score first. So we'll hold in for that, because vassalating them will save us, you know, like 10 years of a truce. And honestly, fuck truces. Fuck them. Okay, I want to take some of these cavalry units out, so 1, 2. I'm a little concerned by the Jämtland-Västergötland army up there, but hopefully we can just sort of manage it. Siege of Halland is complete, wonderful, so those are all little dudes that I'm going to send back down there. And it does remember the peace offer that you've made, so let's see. Currently we need 117 more points. The war score demand is the one which is really driving that up, but it should be fairly simple to get that there. Yeah, I am fairly concerned by that army being there, so I'm going to send this army. No, not that army. I'm going to send this army here up, because this army here actually doesn't have the problems with cavalry that the other one does. See, when you detach as a siege unit, that takes out infantry. So you've got to keep an eye on that. Which we haven't been doing because YOLO, but you know. And see, this only works if we were to take the province. If we say release block, it's actually more expensive. Like, you know, great. Like, stupidly more expensive. We could get them to release to other places, but that still costs us diplomatic power and all that sort of business. So we're just going to take that land and then eventually work our way up to get it. We may even release the place as a vassal. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not because of our diplomatic relations issue. Brittany declared war on Brunswick. Okay. Castile is requesting that we come to their aid against Toledo. No. Seriously though, Toledo declared on Castile? That's unusual. Ah, they're different places. Normally in Europa Universalis, Castile is a big pain in the ass for anybody to deal with. But in this game, not so much. From Moralia, declared war on Smyton, that's fine. I do wish that I could get some boats up there, but it's too much of a trip. My boats will fall apart halfway around the Iberian Peninsula. Okay, because of our relative notability, we are in a position to support the Italian artists in the Florentine school. Being perceived as patrons of international art will definitely help our propaganda efforts. Of course, they will have our support, which is +1 yearly prestige for 40 years. Yep. And we'd lose 30 admin, 10 diplo, and a bit of money, or lose some prestige. I'm fine with that. Anything we can get to help us with prestige is good. Because that's just, it's going to go down a lot. And when that gets negative, it's going to start being a very big issue for our legitimacy. Which is also an issue for revolt risk and that sort of thing. And if there's one thing we don't want, it's to have a lot of revolt risk. Which is another reason why we need to get out of this war fairly quickly and re-up our manpower. Which recovers very slowly because we don't have a lot of buildings. We don't have any buildings or anything like that. But we're just going to have to deal with that. Okay, so we are definitely getting a ticking war score there. It's slow at the moment, but it's fine. What can we do apart from that? Not much, to be honest. How is our technology? We're coming up, we're coming up. I would really like to improve military. Unfortunately, there's not too much we can do to reduce anything at this point in time. Come on, just take the province. Take it. More defenders deserted. If enough defenders desert, we will actually take the place without having to assault it, of course. Okay, we've formed a personal union with Parma. That's irritating. And we gained the liberation against Polotsk. Okay, so Parma's ours. Is this Polotsk here? That's Lombardy. Lombardy took a lot of land. And we do have reconquest against them. But yeah, that's fairly annoying. Yes, if they've been in a union with us for 50 years, we can integrate them. Which is fine. But yeah, it's going to really impact on our diplomatic tech, which is going to influence our naval and trade power. So something of an issue, but it's not like it's military. If it was military, that would be a monstrous issue. And actually, you know what? We've got a lot of money to spend, so we're going to spend some of it. So I'm going to replace that guy with this guy. Yep. I'm gonna... Let's see, do we still have an inflation issue if we get rid of this guy? Yes, but not as much as we normally would have. However, I'd still like to keep him on hand, so we're not going to worry about that, but we may hire another diplomatic guy. This guy. Okay, so that's improved our tech gain in both Diplo and military, so that should help us out. Let's pump up that speed slightly. And yeah, you can see now we are making a loss, but it's a loss of 9 gold a month, and we've got 43,500 fucking gold, so I don't care. That may change in the future, of course, depending on how much money we're taking from these places. We've got all positive war trackers though, so that's good. Siege of Kurland is over, wonderful, you guys can fuck off home. Okay, maybe these guys will come down to Kurland. Yes, they totally will. There is no river there. No river there, it's mild winter. We're going to attack it, of course. See, so we'll get up there on the 19th. That's an interception of everything. Okay, that's victory. So that will also contribute to the war score, of course. And we're going to chase them down. And yep, stack wipe that. Not that you can really say that the stack wipe is all that important against 1,000 guys, but you know, it's nice. So now we're just waiting on these two sieges, because this guy's still not going to accept this offer. Only by 21 points this time though. Only by 21 points. If we get either of these, we've probably got it. And you can see here, ah yes, okay, so our diplomat has actually completed his mission in Georgia. We're going to recall him. You can see here that winter has spread quite significantly today. That's alright. We're keeping an eye on attrition. He says, as he notes down here, that we are actually taking attrition. Is there warmer climates for you? Yep, good. Wonderful. Upper Burgundy declared war on Orleans. Iraq made peace with Comanche and forced them to give us something. God damn it. So this is because it's a core, they just forced them to give us this. Alright. Fine. That's fine. I don't care. I don't want to release it as a vassal or anything like that. To release things as vassals, you come here and you go create vassals. We can't do it because we're at war, but we'll have a look at it when we eventually win this war. Okay, so we've taken Västergotland, which is the better of the two to take, and that's an acceptance of the peace offer. So just to check, those 3 places, yep. All good, this is going to cost us 50 diplomatic power. Bang. Now, that may have fucked some things up. Because... Yes, because we control another elector, there's a -50. So that's a problem, but it means that Västergötland must vote for us, which will probably change in a moment. Probably. Anyway, these guys need to come home. Why are you not coming home? Thank you, thank you. You two, what are you doing? Okay, why don't we have... That's interesting, we don't have access in Smaland? Weird. Okay, that's fairly irritating actually. What's going on here? It's not letting us move our troops through Skane, despite Skane being part of the HRE. Weird. There are some rebels down in Slavonia, they can handle those. The bourgeoisie class has grown increasingly resentful of the power of the noble families, and particularly their lack of opportunities in the higher ranks of government. Their only route into power is to marry into poor but well-titled noble families or pry open positions in government circles. We can grant them privileges or deny them privileges. This is one of the bitch events that happen. We have to choose between losing 50 admin or 50 diplomatic. We're going to lose a diplomatic. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, you want to lose some stuff? Well, yeah, you're gonna lose some, one way or the other. Okay, so how to get these guys home? Is Skane not? No, Shalland is an ally. Yeah, that's weird. It should be letting them through, but it's not, for reasons. Okay, so now Västergötland is actually supporting the ruler of Norland despite being our vassal. And while they're our vassal, we might as well, you know, have a royal marriage with them and all that sort of business. Yep, great. So all we need to do here is go to Skane and say, buddy, can we have military access? And they'll say, oh yeah, sure, why not? And we send our troops down. We can only get them as far as... We can't even get them into Shalland, which is really weird. So what we're going to do is a little bit of a trick to see if this will actually work. So our guys are in Skane. Great. Now we're going to say, okay, no, okay, so we can't do that. Ask for military access in Shalland. Thank you. And what we need to do here is get rid of our military access from Skane on the 23rd. And we need to do that because otherwise we will have way too many diplomatic relations. So we cancel that, that's all fine. A lot of places are asking us for military access, and I am completely fine giving it to them. No harm, you know. Alright, let's see. The only issue here is that there are so many little goddamn countries just in the way of everything. You letting me move through normally? Nope. That's bizarre. It's done something weird with the HRE. It's also going to mean that we can't move this army out. We'll just have to connect up some places in the future. Orleans. Thank you. Yep, cancel that. Wonderful. Yeah, it's just nowhere that we actually have military access. It's kind of bizarre. Ah, yeah, we might as well accept these places. I have no issue with you guys doing this. Okay, I don't understand why Vastagotland isn't voting for us, so I'm actually going to send them a guy to improve their relation of me. Could bestow Imperial Grace, but I'm not going to do that because that costs us authority. So improve relations, off you go. Great. And in 10 days. Thank you. When he gets back, we'll get access of these guys and everything will be fine. Why is this occupied by... Ah, it's part of vested land. Gotcha. That's right. Come on. Good man. Cancel that. Then we're going to have to ask for it from these guys, presumably. Really? Taking casualties there? Yeah, it's very unlikely that they say, oh, you can't have access. Now, the only difference is, do we ask for permission off vested land or off Franconia? I'm going to try vested land first. Whoops, wrong button. Yep, good, that's worked. Right, so that's all troops home except for up here, and I'm fine with them being up there because we're going to do a little bit of warfare up there as well. In a bit. Alright. Let's get to cancelling all this stuff. Seventeenth of August to cancel this one. Okay, and here's the subjects menu. So this shows us all of our personal unions and vassals, and that we're getting money off some of them, their opinions of us, income from them, all that sort of thing. Okay, we've got some things here of the chances of, you know, us just getting the whole place. I believe that's what that is anyway. Great. Okay, so let's look at these armies. These guys could use a few more, just say 2 more of you. That army is fine. This army is not. So I'm going to send them up there to get combined with them. And then we're going to have 2,000 guys just to, you know, spread around somewhere. Probably down here. Get to it, lads. Then I want to find somebody to make war on who is nice and easy and won't really be too much of an issue. Also, why? Okay, so we did cancel all those things. It's just all of this leading union bullshit. Ugh. So irritating. Okay, well, we need 50 imperial authority to enact that reform. Good, they're now voting for us. Okay, so it's just a bonus when they're our vassal or union. We're going to need to take a few of them though. Unfortunately, now it's doing this weird thing where it's not giving us military access through various places, so we're going to have to just... Oh, we're just going to have to conquer things. So, first electors on the list... Probably Shallan, to be honest. I mean, they are up there, but they're also over here. So let's see if we can conquer a path up north. Or over to Valencia, or over to Brittany. One or the other. So, Moravia, Dauphin and Ostergotland. Dauphin is pretty decent, but I'm not too concerned about them. And Ostergotland is all the way up north, I believe. Yeah, don't care. Okay, Moravia. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm gonna take your shit. Ooh, they have a good general though. Okay, so how about Viden? Viden are allied with Thuringia. Thuringia are allied with a bunch of other places, but they are... Is that them over here? No. There. And there. I can get to them. I can totally get to them if I have to. I'd prefer not to have to, but you know. Okay, these guys are having a bit of an issue with troops, so... I'm actually going to take a bunch of the cavalry out. And just put it in the middle for the moment. Put some in various armies. So split it in half, get the 2,000, send them down here, that'll be fine. And the 3,000... Well, bugger if I know. We might just get rid of them. Yeah, disband them. Right. Okay, all good. Yeah, this diplomatic thing is really killing me. I mean, maybe if I could get Bosnia to just piss off, that'd be great. Well, didn't Pest... Pest took Imperial territory. But we are trying to get manpower reserve back, so we're just attacking little places for the moment. And we may not even be looking to take them proper, we're just going to attack them and maybe get prestige out of them. Okay, so all of our dudes have automatically joined. They've brought Thuringia in. That's fine. I'm not going to pay too much attention to Thuringia. Okay, Verona declared war on Modena. Pisa and Spoleto. Let's use that. Okay, so we need to wait a month. Rules. Okay, so we'll deal with these rebels, not a problem. And then detach a siege unit, and we're pretty much gravy at that point. Verona, no, I'm going to decline that offer because I'm going to declare war on you in a moment. Spoleto will? Yeah, sure. How about now? Yep, okay. And our reasoning will be to take Welsh Burn. Sure. Not going to call anybody in, we're just going to go for it. Boats out. Where the hell is our other leader? Up here, right. They're taking attrition up here. So that's concerning. Split them in half, put one half in Warsaw. Oh, it's because of the winter. It's fine. They're already at 35%. That's because they actually took over the siege from some other dudes. And Pisa and Spoleto have joined in as well. I'm not really concerned about that. There's a large army down here, but it's... let's see. It's mainly Veronan, actually, so... well, we'll just have to see how we go. Put some backup into it. We've got a naval battle. I normally dislike naval battles, but we should win this one. The Godin. I don't even know what that is. We even captured a ship. And we'll keep our guys out, even though normally after a naval battle you should redock to get them repaired up, but we'll keep them out right now because, well, we're not caring too much about that. And bizarrely now we actually have full transit across the entire HRE. I don't know what's happened there. I'm gonna try and take out this Spoletan army. Oh look, our allies in Parma are actually helping us with the siege. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Siege detach, thank you. Bohemia declared war on Vidin. Okay, so they're sort of dealing with their other thing. Pisa and Spoleto. Well, that's Pisa there. I could potentially move into that and start dealing with it. Allies are already... but this is the good thing about having allies. They actually don't do too badly at this stage of the game. We'll just move our guys into Pisa. Why not? We will take attrition in there, but, you know, hopefully not too much. Lapland, sure. Oh, Bosnia is actually helping us out up there. Okay, Toulouse made peace with Provence and forced them to give us that. Annoying, but okay, sure. Oh, we actually have 45 with the papacy, so that's pretty nice. We can hold a max of 89, so I'm going to dump in a bunch on this guy. Okay. I would like it if we could have artillery, but that comes in later, of course. It actually comes in at tech level 7, so we've got a while to go before that. Alright, so we may call it there for the day, or episode, however we're going to determine it. But yeah, so any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. If you liked the video, give it a like, and if you would enjoy seeing more, well, subscribe button's there as well. In the meantime though, I have been Sub, you have been yourselves. Later.